Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of JB's Saltwater Fish Tank and Friends. We are here in my garage, and what you guys are looking at is a 80-gallon little project that I put together. I'm gonna call it the discarded tank. Basically, what happened is I had a gentleman who was moving to New Jersey, and he had I want to say about 10 tanks, 10 to 12 tanks in his house, or ranging from like 180 gallon, this 80 gallon you see here, the 55 gallon on the left or on the right, excuse me. Also had like he also had like 20 gallons, 46 gallons. You name it, he had it in his house. And what happened is he had to move. So basically, he put up an ad, said whoever wants to stop by, pick up the tanks. They're not in the greatest condition, but you can refurbish them to a better condition. So I said, you know what? I didn't actually see the ad. My friend Tommy did. He gave me a shout out because he was like, "Hey, brother, I'm over here at this place. This guy has an 80 gallon. Not sure the condition of it because it's pitch black. It's covered in dirt and well, not dirt, but algae and everything like that. And it's never had a sump on it. It's just always been just filled with water. And he was using it to, I guess, hold certain type of inverts or something like that. So he really had no filtration in the system, so you couldn't really see inside of the tank. You couldn't see the condition and everything like that. So but he said, look, if you want, come by, pick it up. Maybe you could work on it, you could do something with it. So I decided to go by that residence. Buddy of mine's, Alex, went with me. He fell in love with that 180, so he grabbed that. I grabbed the 80 gallon, and then I said the 55 gallon to the right was the one that was running. They were using it as a filter to run the 180. So we also grabbed that because we figured, okay, well, we can give it away or do something with it. So I cleaned it up. As you can see, it looks real nice. The glass is nice and clear. So now we're just waiting to get rid of it. There was scratches on this 80 gallon, but I managed to take care of them. And this is basically the end result. Now, the stand that it's on, I made it a little bit wider than the actual tank is. I think the tank is 24 inches deep, and I made the stand 30 inches deep because I want to have that lip right on the front of the stand to be able to put items. Like, for example, if I come in here and we're playing dominoes and I want to put down a drink or whatever, I would be able to do it. Although because I'm still waiting on my custom domino table to get built. Right now we have this table here which we're utilizing, which is one of the plastic ones or whatever like that, belongs to Alex. But nights and weekends we do like we chill out, play dominoes with the family, the kids, everything like that, and people have fun or whatever. And then I don't really smoke as much cigars in my backyard, so I do a lot of smoking in the garage, and I keep the doors open to basically air it out, like today. You know what I mean? So so if you're a cigar smoker and you're into that, obviously tell me what you like or whatever, or recommend me some cigars. I have a local company here by the name of Fedora, who is that I get, and then I also go to Cuban Crafter. I'm also looking for 3 humidors, like a portable, a electronic, and also a desktop. So if you know of any companies that make really good ones, besides like Thompson or Cuban Crafters themselves or whatever like that, give me a shout. Let me know what you think, and then that way I can look into it and I can get one of those. I know we don't talk much about anything outside of the hobby, but it's an opportunity today now to do it. So what did I do to the tank? I know that's the main question going on. So I got the tank. The rocks that are in the tank actually were like rocks just lying around his yard. I mean, this guy had at least like 400 to 500 pounds of like all type of rock just laying there. So this is the rock that Tommy picked out for me. I was able to aquascape it and make it look the way it does, and I wanted like a minimalistic look, so that's why I went with the way that it looks here. what I end up doing is I think it's like, I want to say 6 pieces, and then I just added a seventh one because I had a little piece of Kenya tree on here. I don't plan on putting any corals in here. Um, I want this tank to be an aggressive tank, and the reason I say that is because I have, obviously I'm working on King Leonidas, which you guys will get more episodes on. I have the Spartan, which is a reef community. I have Jaden 60 gallon, which is a reef community tank, and I also have the frag tank, which I just utilize to grow stuff or whatever. So I really wanted to be able to express the other half of what I love, which is the aggressive fish. There's this like beautiful Pinelli grouper that I love. I had one before. I wasn't able to keep it. I had to get rid of it. Also, there's this other grouper that I just recently saw, which is like a blue and a yellow. Almost looks like a blue hippo tank. I don't remember the name of it because it was a local store that was selling it, and I was gonna go check it out, but I haven't gotten the chance to. And obviously, you need a big tank, but I'm getting them small, and then I figure, I'll start with the 80 gallon, and if I really have to upgrade that bad, obviously, I'm still debating on the whole 300 thing and making getting Reef Savvy to build me a custom 300. So I might take that 300, put it out here, and then put another 300 inside built by Reef Savvy, and then that way I can finally be happy with what I want to get built. Now you may be wondering how come I haven't done any videos lately on King Leonidas. Well, it's basically because it's my time constraint. I don't have as much time as I used to work on tanks. Even with the deep reef water, I don't work on tanks as much as I used to because of other obligations that I have in my life. One of them being that I'm upgrading the house. There's a lot of things to be done. I mean, you guys seen the video of how much work I put into the garage, and I mean, just in the floor. I mean, so I mean, and the way this house is coming up a long way. I really want to be done with the house by hopefully this year or next. We'll see how that works out. And once I'm done with that, then obviously I can go back to working on tanks. Now, back to this. What we have here is like I said, it's an 80 gallon rimless Marineland, I believe. It has a single overflow center. Right now, currently, I have a Creole fish in there, as you can see him right there in the corner. I have a rose bubble tip anemone and a tomato clown, and I also have a Melanaris wrasse in there, which basically these are like the quote unquote unwanted fish. Each one of these fish I didn't purchase. Basically what happened is the Creole fish came from a buddy of mine's tank because it became aggressive. It started eating the smaller fish in the tank. So that's how he ended up in my possession. The tomato clown is a bully, and it was in a 65 gallon, and it was just not allowing any other fish to move around the tank because of the simple fact that it was hosting, that tank had 3 bubbles, so I took one and I brought the clown and the bubble here, and then I've had it ever since, and that was off of a 65 gallon that I set up for a friend of mine's, Nicole. And then the Melanaris wrasse, that was at my job, and then one day he just decided I'm gonna eat everything else in the tank. And boy, let me tell you, it was shocking because he came back and there were no clownfish, there were no fish at all. I mean, I don't even remember the other fish that were in there, but I know I had a couple different fish in there. I mean, and he just went havoc and he ate everybody. So that's how he ended up in here. So this is now my official aggressive tank, because these are fish that they've been around. I'm used to them already. I don't want to get rid of them. So I finally have a space for them. Now, the stand, back to the stand, it's an open concept or whatever. The only thing is that I took this I guess banner that I had, and then I used it to put on the front of the stand. This actually, I didn't mean to make the stand the same size as the banner. It just so happened to be the banner was originally on my my acrylic, I guess, show tank, which is right here, sitting here in the garage. And then what happened is, I said, you know what? I don't want to close the tank because I don't plan on putting a chiller in it. It's in the garage. You know, summers in Florida are hot, so I figure, okay, well, let me just use something to put on the front. I built this stand. Took me probably less than 30 minutes. I went to Lowe's actually, and then I all I did was pick out some wood. The top is the most expensive piece of wood because it's a solid piece of 3/4, and it's one of those ones that you use for like custom crafting. I forgot the name of the wood, but it's real. It's water resistant and everything. So I painted it like a dull finish black, and this is basically the end result. I'm gonna take the camera off the stand so we can get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, there is the lip right here, which I was thinking about making it taller so that way the height would be the same height as here. So I was gonna put a piece of wood to bring it up the same height and then put some trim around the edge. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave that as an idea, and then we'll get into that. Now, as far as the sump, this is real simple, and the plumbing is real simple. It's basically the leftover plumbing, or the leftover plumbing that I had from the Spartan, and then obviously I keep plumbing parts around, so I put in some unions, a ball valve. And then I used 1/2 inch to run a Mag Drive 2, and then that's what's running it. And then there's a sock. I just ordered like a Marine Pure brick, whatever. I think it's the 8x8x1 to put in there, just to help with the bacteria level or whatever like that. Not that it needs it, because like I said, I don't plan on doing anything much with the tank. I'm not gonna put a skimmer on it because obviously it's in the garage. I don't need anything that's gonna add heat or make this any hotter than it needs to be. It's an open concept stand. I was possibly gonna seal in the sides, but I'm still debating that. And then all the cables are on the floor currently behind the 2 stands. And I think once this 55 gets sold, then I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the cabling. More than likely it may stay on the floor, but I may elevate it just a little bit, like put like build like a piece of wood, use a piece of wood and build like a stand to make sure that they won't get wet on the floor. And then the actual timer here that I'm using, I'll mount it to the back of the stand here, and then now that'll be that. As far as the top of the tank for right now, I am using a piece of black egg crate to basically keep the fish in. So it's been working well. And then for the light in the sump, the way I got this light right here is one of those Coral Life lights. It's the 150. There was a guy down south that I just happened to find on Craigslist. He was selling the light along with that sump that you see here without the sock for $130. So, and then the pump I had because it was just left over from one of these projects that I did. I still have like a couple different pumps like lying around, so I just grabbed that one. I actually put a Mag Drive 9 to start out, and the flow was just stupid ridiculous. So I end up downgrading it to the Mag Drive 2, and then I have an MP40, which you can hear making all that noise on the right hand side or whatever. That was like a leftover, and we took it off of a tank because it was making noise, and we just never decided to fix it. But this is the garage reef, I guess. And you guys let me know what you think. If you have any ideas of what we can do to upgrade it, please make it known. And like I said, it's in my garage, so the greatest thing about it being here is that when I need to do water changes, I have 900 gallons sitting right here, and that's it. And so this is outside, if you didn't think I was really in the garage. So yeah, and there you have it. So as always, thank you guys for watching and everything. Oh, in the corner is a little that's just a little 30-gallon tank. It has like a Eclipse tops, so it's like an all-in-one or whatever like that. It's sitting there. I had the fish, the the Melanurus wrasse and the clownfish in there along with the thing. So I moved them over. So I'll be shutting that down eventually, and I gotta get rid of it along with this 55. So if you know anybody looking for a tank or is in the market for a tank, I'll sell that 55 for $50, and then I'll sell that one over there for 60 with everything in it. So just to get rid of them. So, but definitely thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everything that you guys do, especially commenting, subscribing and everything like that. I know I don't post on a regular like I used to, but I do appreciate it when you guys do comment and watch the videos. So thank you, peace, and have a good one.